this time, I would like to introduce the president of the board, Mr. Kurt Weber. Let's give him a round of applause.
Like many of you have not moving real fast this morning, we won't discuss the reason why. Good morning, thank you very much. For the past few years, it's been my honor and my privilege to be the president of the board of this organization and be part of this great race. First, I'd like to apologize. After last year's race, I requested cooler temps, and I failed to specify just how cool I would like. We'll work on that for next year, kind of find a happy medium. Congratulations to all the mushers that took part in this race. I know firsthand how hard it was for many of us to get training miles in this year. And the fact that you were able to get yourself and your team ready and get the training miles on just shows your dedication to the sport and to your animals. I think looking at the teams as I saw them come through, the checkpoints I was at, and the road crosses I was at, it was just really neat to see big dog teams late in the race, 10, 12 dogs leaving out of Trail Center. So that's a testament to you. So I think the mushroom, you deserve, give yourself a round of applause for that. They deserve it again. I'd like to just, a lot of thank yous that make this race happen. It doesn't happen. We couldn't do it. It's a year-long effort. So at this time, I'd like to reintroduce the board and thank them. If they please stand when I call the name. Brittany North is our current vice president. She's in the back of the room. Oh, she's in the front of the room. She's also been doing all the social media. Applause to the board that are all sent out. Shannon Olkin is our treasurer. Jeremy Miller is in the back of the room. If you please stand. Amy Tucci. Marsha Ike, Joanna Steele is in the back, Neil Seeger, and Gene Vincent, who's a long member of this city board of directors. We've literally been working on this since the end of last year's race, and we have a meeting immediately following this to start planning for next year's race. So thank you very much to the board of directors. Recognize Blake, recognize also our master asset. Two people that put in countless hours and don't get thanked enough. Alex Angelo is our race marshal and our trail boss. Put in countless hours, putting in the trail and re-putting in the trail. For those of you who don't know, we had a couple spots that people came through and thought it would be cool to flip signs, tear down signs, destroy signs, and they would go back out and remark the trail so that it was safe for you to come through. So Alex, where are you? Good, Alex. Mirjo is our race coordinator. He's the one who gets all of our permits. Puts in countless hours, making sure that we can put on this race. And then all the judges that were already thanked. Again, thank you for everything you guys do. Thank you for coming here today. Volunteers, are there any volunteers that made it here? If you're a volunteer, if you just please stand. There's hundreds and more that He works hand in hand with Alex and puts in the trail and all of our trail fleet. He's out there making sure you're safe. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to you. Look forward to seeing you all again next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Kirk. I have a caution to you, Kirk. When you're in a room of mushers that just finished a race and you walk up and you make a comment that you're sore and tired, these people no one was laughing, weren't laughing when they're mushers. So be careful. So, what a great race we had this year, our 39th running of the Bear Geese. And this has always been a very tough race. I'd like to acknowledge a few of the mushers that finished the race. They didn't make it into the top 10, but Laura Neese, Jennifer Frecking, and Andy Hershap, good job, you guys. Way to get to the finish line. With that, in 10th place from Two Harbors, she actually sleeps in the basement of my house because she snores so much. Clean wall.
Oh my God. Nice job, girl.
Thank you. It's worth that snores. Congratulations to all the mushers, boy. You know, it was cold, but we have seen colder temperatures in this race. It just makes everything a little tougher. Last year, you know, we're at Sawmill with no gloves on, doing our dog chores, having a good time, but everything seems more intense when it is just a little bit colder, and it was just a little bit colder than last year. Of course, I have to congratulate Keith and Aaron for putting just a great team together. Way to go. It's not easy with children, and I understand that 100%. Congratulations to all the mushers out there. Everybody hit every inch of the trail. We all did it. We all did it together. Special congratulations to my son Arrow, who had a lot of adversity out there. He had a sick dog team at Sawmill. Went down to the river, got water, nursed him back. Ended up dropping one dog because of the sickness, but he got him back up and running in between checkpoints then after Sawmill at Trail Center. Then Arrow was sick, and so when you're a mom and you're a musher and you got a sick kid, but he has to go and he has to finish the race, it was a little topsy-turvy out there, but he powered through it and went down about 3 jean sizes, I think, in the process. But thank you, everybody. Thank you to the board. Thank you to the volunteers. Thank you to Grand Portage. And my German team in the back, Anna Marie. We've had so much fun. And thank you for coming and thank you for choosing the bear grease. It's only going to spread the word of dog mushing, and that's what we need to do. Educate people about how wonderful this sport is. And thanks to the MC.
Thank you. And for Clean's effort, her prize money is $630. So, in 9th place from Isabella, my good friend Peter McClellan.
Just want to reiterate, thank you very much. I understand how much effort this is, and especially with problems on the trail, with trail backers being destroyed, how much these volunteers and board have put into this, and I really appreciate it. It's an incredible race, incredible sport, and hopefully we can just keep getting better. Thank you very much.
So I asked Peter at the finish line, I said, how's your run in? And he said, you know, I came across Colleen and I looked at her and said, I'm getting too old for this shit. And Colleen said, Peter, if we quit doing this stuff, we will get too old. So nice job, Peter. Peter's, for his efforts, $840. In 8th place, $1,050, Air Wong.
Woo!
You know, I just want to say thank you to the volunteers, first of all. It's not easy in general when it comes to being a volunteer for this race, but with the cold temps, we are willing to stand out there for hours on end. It's not easy. I know I would not volunteer to do that. Kind of going back on what my mom says and how she's trying to race and I'm trying to race and this and that. I got to run with her for most of the race and that was really fun. And I kind of look back to see if I'm getting away from her or not. And I just see her, she'd take her water bottle and go like this, like, you need to drink one. So yeah, she's being a mom out there, and it's pretty funny because I know she has to worry about her team and all that stuff. I want to thank you know, the judges, the race marshal. You guys did a great job. All the sponsors for the race, and then all the sponsors that sponsor our kennel. We wouldn't be able to do it without you. Our amazing handler crew. You guys did amazing. You know, if there's 50 people in a checkpoint, 25 won't probably belong to us. We kind of got a big crew up there. My mom and dad, obviously, they helped me out. It's not easy playing a college sport and going to college in general. So they helped me out more than I deserve. There's also, you know, they're not here, but there was a couple guys. I think there was 5 guys on the baseball team that came up to the start. I really want to thank them. They don't mean how much all of this means to me. They kind of got to see me in my element, so that was really cool. And then I want to thank my coach. It was kind of in our signing agreement when I agreed to go play at St. Cloud State that I'd be able to get time off to run this race. So that was pretty special. Thank you.
So if you noticed, so far Arrow's the only one to actually get a check. So the mushers were told ahead of time that you had to fill out your W-9, so those of you guys who didn't get it, Arrow got all the money right there. In 7th place, Cat Line Lights. All the way from New Brunswick.
Woo!
I'd like to excuse my life for one. We have 4 days of travels, besides going to gentlemen, so this one. I want to thank our dogs, not only my dogs, but our dogs, because they did a hell of a job this weekend. And we all do this because we love dogs, and I love to look at dogs, and every single team looked good this weekend. I don't know. I like to pick and choose a few favorites, and I have a lot of favorites this year. So good looking dogs, guys. Like all of them had a hell of a team. And then I want to say that Minnesota is amazing because as we're not many in New Brunswick that has mushing kennels, and we don't even have a race in New Brunswick, but here it seems to be like the epicenter of where you want to be when you have dogs. Like everybody seems to know about dogs, running dogs. There's a lot of mushing kennels, and throughout the race, to see so many people just, you know, telling us thank you and way to go and encouraging us and giving us beer or there's people all over in places that seem to be remote. To have that encouragement in our sport is amazing. So way to go, Minnesota. This race is awesome. So thank you to volunteers. Thank you. To me, my amazing handler. I don't want to thank him every year because I get emotional. But I couldn't have did it without him. And thank you to everybody supporting me. Thank you to Melanie. Thank you to Julie. And thank you to everyone that's here. So thank you.
Bravo! She's French.
Move along, Scooty. Some of you guys know who Scooty is. I was talking to Kat's husband Remy a little bit, and I was asking about their training, and they said they didn't get as many miles in the as they have in the past, and I was asking what's their goal, and And Remy said, we just want to make sure our team is kitty cat proof. So you guys will have to ask him what that means. At this time, I would like to call up our musher rep who puts a lot of time in, and he is going to hand out our sportsmanship award. So Blake Frecking, please come on forward.
Thank you. So I've been involved in racing and mushing since, I guess, 1998, so I had a few miles under me. This year I wasn't on the runners, I was handling. For years, the handlers have been telling me how hard it is. Like, it's way harder to run a race. And they had me pretty convinced, but I'm here to tell you, sorry. But along with that, you know, throughout the course of this race, it's 300 miles and it's little sections that's in the public eye, and the rest of it, you know, it's the mushers and their dogs out on the trail. And there's a lot of things that happen. And this morning, you know, the mushers were talking, and one person came out as, you know, being especially supportive and helpful about the mushers, and that's Kristen McCarty.
Sweet, thank you. Yeah, thank you, and thanks to the mushers so much. Yeah, I mean, it can be, for those of you who aren't on the runners, like, it's a long race, it can be dangerous conditions out there, and I think it's so cool that everyone does help one another. I know Mary was helping me in the same situation, and just so many times when I'm out there, you know, a team will go past and, you know, they ask, hey, how's it going? Everything going okay? Like, nice run. And that's just so great that we can support each other in that way. And then also just more broadly speaking, like, all of the mushers that are here, we have these skills because they were passed down. I mean, people taught us, and it's just an awesome community, and so many people have helped me, and Sean, and I'm really grateful to Sean helping me, but it's just such an awesome community, so thank you all.
You know, speaking of handling, Blake, you know, when we get to Mineral Center, it's a pretty tight parking lot. And did you guys see where Blake and Jen's team were? He faked a vehicle trouble so he could park back behind everyone. He really didn't have any problems, so I don't know. In sixth place from Sioux Lookout, Jesse Perry.
Woo!
First of all, I'll say I'm really happy to be here this morning. It's been a really fun experience to finish the race, and I think that everyone's been thanking all of the volunteers in the race organization, and I just want to give the volunteers and the race organization crew another round of applause, because I think that we can't do that enough, because this race, I believe, is very outstanding. It's a very special event. It's really well organized, and I sure hope that I can keep coming back to this race as much as we can to run. So I just want to give everyone a good round of applause. Just for making this race so special. It's really appreciated. Now, I know all the mushers love it when we share stories about our dogs, and I'll just go and name all my dogs and tell you all their favorite ways to be pets. But yeah, so I'm really happy with my dog team this year. They really performed really well. So feel really proud of them. I want to really thank my handling crew this year. I had Kasha come on board again. Really, really awesome to have you on board. I had two people from Suloko travel with me, BJ and Kendall. I'll get you to raise your hands. And a father and daughter combo who came from Suloko to travel with us to be a part of this race. And they have nothing but outstanding things to say about being here, about helping out. BJ's wife says that next year she's definitely coming. She wants to be part of it too. So the handling crew is getting bigger all the time, and it's just really special to see the joy and the passion that happens here and how that's spread to other people who are around it. And it's really contagious when you're around these events and you're around the energy that's here. It's really spreads, and it's a really special thing, and I got to witness that firsthand this year. So yeah, thanks everyone. It's been really great, and you'll be seeing me again in the future. And I just really want to give the biggest thanks to my wife Mary for sharing this life with me. It's sure is a fun journey to be here with you, and let's keep doing this stuff.
Thanks, Jesse. Glad you made it back around again this year. In fifth place, for a check that he's not getting right away, Nick Vigilante, $1,680.
So, I had a good race, fun out there. Thanks for all the competitors for coming out and being there. I want to first and foremost thank my fiance Abby for putting up with me, handling. She went on a lot of runs with me earlier in the season, a lot of four-wheeler training, worked with team into smaller teams, did a lot of double running. She's always out there willing to help. Gotta thank Carmen and Nathan for giving me some dogs that actually have something to run. Got a pretty good team there when he's got a new hip. You guys better watch out for him. Had a couple other handlers, Maddox, Blake and Haley. Finished with 11 dogs. That's mainly because you guys take such good care of them in the checkpoints. Thanks all the volunteers and the board and everyone for making the race happen.
You know, Nick is talking about dog care and such, so I think this would be a good time to call up our head vet, Katie, who's going to give out the best care for our team.
All right, Katie. Woo!
Hi, everybody. First, I'd really like to thank the entire vet team that volunteers their time to come out and spend time and do what we call play with you guys and all the dogs. We have an amazing team this year, and I'd also like to thank my head tech, Vicki, because none of this would happen without her. She is the organization behind all of it. And they all come and volunteer and have a good time, and we couldn't do it without them. So thank you all for doing this. And this award, so the Vet's Choice Award or the Best Kept Team Award, there's lots of different factors that go into it and things that we're considering and pondering to the entirety of the race. Everything from competitive, like how competitive are the teams that are looking good, and what kind of cheer is going into them, what kind of condition are they coming in, all of that stuff. So lots of different factors. And I would like to echo Catherine in that this year is a very hard year because so many teams, you all look so good and the dogs look fantastic, especially coming into that finish. So it was a very difficult decision this year. And I actually have a kind of an honorable mention, because I can't give out multiple of these. But I would, and I did this for the 122 because there was a card for them as well. The honorable mention this year is Sarah Kiefer. Their team looked fantastic. They ate right at the finish line for us. They were bouncing into their harnesses, and that was consistent throughout the whole race. So she's our honorable mention, and I think you guys did a great job this year. And then our official winner of this award this year is Jessie Terry.
All right, Jessie. All right, Jessie.
His team did a wonderful job, and they're so excited to learn about all kinds of vet care things and just do the best they can for their dogs. And so, well deserved.
Woo!
I just want to get my handlers to stand up because this isn't my award. This is theirs. Because I literally slept at the checkpoint. And it's definitely their award, and I'm just the one receiving it today. It was different for me to go and take naps and be hands-on because I'm kind of a control freak, and it was hard for me to not do that, but it was easy because I knew they were being cared for so well. So thank you.
Yeah.
In fourth place, our local Grand Marais musher, Matt Schmidt.
Everyone, I want to thank my wife Erin for letting me run the race this year. She usually does it. I had a couple years off due to some health issues, so I kind of didn't know what the future held for mushing for a while. Just kind of a test case to see how my body did. And, I have to say we did all right. We came through fine. I asked my cardiologist before the race, this grueling race, I'm up there sleep deprived, like, a couple things can go wrong, it can be hard on your body. And he's like, yeah, your heart's gonna be fine, it's the rest of your body that's gonna feel kind of crappy. He's right about that, sore and stuff, but made it through fine. I'd like to thank our handling crew, Zeus, Eric, and Adam Treeful helped us out a little bit. My mom and brother came here to see the race. My mom helped him take care of our kiddo when we're out racing. Not always easy. But yeah, the ending it was really fun ending. Beautiful trails here, Grand Portage. Just finishing so close to Nick and Jesse, it was just kind of, we're competitive, but at the same time, it's just fun to kind of be racing like that at the end and have these two awesome mushers that are friends and kind of share that with. So other than that, thank you.
As some of you may know, I work for the DNR out of Two Harbors, and one of the things that I do is I actually oversee the state trail, so I'm in charge of the trail maintenance and grooming. And with that, I deal a lot with snowmobilers. And I'll tell you, at the Highway 2 checkpoint, Matt came in and I said, "How was your run?" And he goes, "Ward, these trails are too fast." And I was thinking about it. Usually I have snowmobilers calling and bitching at me, and now it's one of our own. In third place, getting a check of $2,940, Sarah Kiefer.
majority of the miles on the dogs and took care of all the dog care. He told me that this is how the dog teams would look after all of the training runs. They'd come back and look like they could go right out again. So we thought we were going to have a pretty good team to put in the race here. I'd also thank Ryan Allen and Morgan Martins for helping him run the second team oftentimes and get the dogs ready. I'd like to thank my sister Ashley for watching my Siberian Sky and allowing me to race here. I have an amazing group of handlers this year, and I'd like to thank all of them. I'd like to thank Brian again as the lead handler. He offered a lot of support and coaching on the team each way. He gives his advice, and then I do what I want to do. And it works out. Megan Morrow, she is like a kind of second in command there, and I can ask her to do anything for the dogs or for me or with my gear and my sled, and she can do it. She gets it done. Cody Morrow, he was our rock star driver and parker of the trailer, so he had a good step everywhere we went. And my husband, Jeff, and Tiger and Brian, they do all the other supportive tasks that the dogs and that I needed. And Dr. Heather Hadley for being along and helping to support in dog care as well. She was Wildfire's surgeon that helped to get him ready for the race, fixed his leg after he was hit by a snowmobile last year. So I just have to thank Wildfire's crew and his fans for coming out and to see him win. It was an amazing journey to see him go from leg broken and 3 bones in 4 places, and then to go through recovery and then come back and not only be able to walk on it, he could run on it, he could train, he could put a harness on, he could pull with another team of dogs. He could finish a 300-mile race competitively, and so that was an amazing journey that I'm glad that we were able to take together. So thanks to all of my handlers for helping him and me get to this point, and it's been a nice journey to be with all of you on the track.
You know, Sarah, that's kind of a gender thing. Men do like to give advice to women, and then they always want to do their own thing. So, not just with you and Ryan going on there. So, in second place, past champion, Ryan Anderson.
Wait a minute.
Get the paper.
Well, thanks all the volunteers, another great race. Thank my sister for handling. And then I also just want to thank all the other runners and handling crews for working together as soon as tight checkpoints. It's just usually her and I, so we normally need help getting them east around the trucks, and everybody that I grab is willing to help, so thank you all.
Before I introduce our new champion this year, I would like to have this year's Rookie of the Year come on up, Nick Vigilani.
Thanks. This is cool. I'm not very lucky, but the team necessarily isn't, so I might just shoot a little
I wish you guys could have seen my view when I introduced Nick to come up again and look at me like, do I really have to speak again? And speaking of a man of few words, this year's champion takes home prize money of $5,250. It's my pleasure to introduce a past champion and now our current champion again, Keith Eiley. Keith last won the race in 2006, I believe. So let's give Keith a warm welcome.
And I didn't need these in 2006. Alright, first of all, I want to thank my wife Erin, because if it wasn't for her, honestly, I don't think I'd be racing dogs. So she's the driving force behind this kennel, and she has an ambition to want to do it. So I'll gladly help and do what I can do. And I thank my handlers, Erin and Caroline, who did a wonderful job. And even Stan passing on to help the film review. I'd like to thank my sponsors, our main sponsors, Scott and Holly Lundberg, for helping basically feed this kennel, so it's a big, big help. And everybody involved with the race, board, volunteers, everybody that makes it happen, we appreciate it. It's nice to have a race. Thank you very much.
You know, if you've noticed, the mushroom crew is a very unique group, but we are trainable. You see how these guys are dropping their W9 forms and walking their As is a great tradition of dog races, you like to honor the person who finishes last, gets to the finish line, and you blow up the red lantern. So from just north of the board here, please welcome Andy Gershon.
Yeah, this has really been a dream come true. I'm very proud to be part of this group and get to the finish line this year. I want to thank the race, the volunteers, all the people that helped make this happen. Thank my handler crew, Brian and Jasper. You guys were awesome. I'd like to thank all the mushers that have given me advice and dogs over the years. And then I especially want to thank my family for all the support. I'd never be able to do any of this without you guys, so thank you.
In closing, again, I'd like to thank everyone who's in this room who have supported this great race of dog mushing, all the tremendous sponsors and everything that everyone do. It is truly a fantastic race, and it's a great to be part of it year in and year out. So with that, I would like to close the 39th running of the John Barry Reese Sled Dog Marathon. Thank you.